Training Talk Tuesday, everyone. I wanted to share just an afterthought of one of the conversations I had today with my members about the wellness and sickness continuum and how, as CrossFitters, even just your average CrossFitter, we are leaning towards that wellness side. Of course, if the diet doesn't follow and just other things we can go over to that sickness side, but for a majority, we are leaning towards the wellness. And I think that's something that we battle as that I've noticed. And one thing that is going to be challenging for me because I am right now reaching my peak of fitness and I still have a few years before I get there. But I think once we reach that peak, we really have to remember the reason why we started our fitness journey. And yeah, for some people it was like, hey, I want to look good, I want to run fast, I want to lift heavy. But once we hit that peak, what's next? And if that was the end of it, then everything you've done since then kind of goes out the door because then you're going to stop doing it. So one thing that I've kind of shifted my mind starting now is it's not so much a battle of physicality, but more about a battle with chronic disease. So you have your obesity, you have diabetes, and it's no longer about how I look, how fast I am, how heavy I lift. Now, is that a product of what I'm doing in CrossFit? Absolutely. But eventually, I will reach my peak, and the goal is defeating chronic disease. So it's leaning towards wellness. So it's about my quality of life, not so much how long my life is. And for me, I go even deeper and I relate that into my faith is um, when you go down that journey and you are taking the steps to for eternity. And eventually, the amazing thing about our faith is you can't get strong enough in your faith. You can't memorize enough Bible verses in your faith. It's never ending. Versus like for me on the fitness side, eventually I am gonna peak, and that just motivates me more to stay not only in my fitness but also in my faith because it's a challenge that I want that feeling of I am forever chasing, learning and staying in my word, to praying every day, to leading people to Jesus. And for me, a lot of that goes hand in hand of that wellness and sickness because for me, I apply it spiritually too. And I want to make sure that I'm leaning towards this side of the wellness, and that includes my faith and fitness. So that's just a brain dump today for that Training Talk Tuesday. If you get anything out of it, is start thinking about it's not so much the physical. What's that mindset? Are you just doing it because you want to lift heavy and look good? Cool, but what happens when you peak? Think about it. And my shift has been geared towards more on chronic disease and how I'm battling that, but also tying it into my spiritual life. And am I training as hard as I am reading my Bible? Am I dedicating myself to the gym as much as I am to prayer? I would say for myself, no. So I got to do better. Just maybe some things that you can think about, but I hope you get something from this Training Talk Tuesday. Have a great day.